So I recently rewatched Prison School for the first time in a few years, and it's still a masterpiece because it's the perfect blend of fan service and comedy. Because they mix it together that the fan service, yes, it's there and we know it's there and it's wild, but the comedy is so damn hilarious. All the characters will have you rolling. Either the student shadow council will have you rolling, or the prisoners, you know, Kyoshi and all of them will have you rolling. And the whole cast is hilarious, from Kyoshi, to Andre, to Joe, to Gadget. All of them will have you rolling, from the Shadow Student Council president at times, but mainly the vice president. She's hilarious at times. Then, of course, Hana, because all the different things. The way they don't put up with the shit of none of the boys. But let's get into it, because the reason why Prison School is mainly a masterpiece, because it takes so many different aspects and like does the reverse in a way, or puts a little twist on it, I'll say. So the main twist of this story is, you know, they take a different like turn on, you know, the genre of all girls school finally opens up to let boys in it. And, you know, most of the time either the girls are going to lose their mind for the boys being there, or something's going to happen. But in this one, oh, they send them to prison for being, you know, trying to like peep at the girls' bathroom. So of course, yeah, they get sent to prison, and when they're in prison, yes, they have to do hard time because it's a prison in the middle of the school. And the crazy thing is like they honestly would have not been in there, and they probably would have had a better like sentence while they were in there if it wasn't for the Shadow Student Council president's dad, the chairman. Because, you know, the chairman's hilarious because every scene he's in, he's always on some wild stuff. And then of course we have, you know, one of the wildest scenes, or goatest scenes, I'll say, like in the series, when the chairman's talking to Kyoshi and all them. Kyoshi's literally telling him about butts and all that. Yeah, we have that scene. But you know, the one thing on this rewatch I really noticed is that the bathroom is brought up so much in this anime. Like, you would think that the creator might have a fetish, because like, why is the bathroom brought up so much? Like, they go to the bathroom's brought up, and then I guess if we go into more detail of that, we have that pee is brought up. So I'm pretty sure the creator had a fetish. I'm sorry, the creator most definitely had to have one, mainly because it's brought up 20 different times in this season. Yeah, I kept a counter, and like I might put like a whole different thing of just like list of showing y'all like what all happened. It gets brought up 20 different times.
Guess I drank too much dandelion tea.
If she catches me watching her, I'm dead!
Oh, don't say anything!
Someone doesn't seem to
Wait for me right now! I'll watch, so whip it out!
Whoa! Isn't that kinda close?
You were even closer when I was going. Incident?
Incident? Oh, the piss.
My friend Kiyoshi says he needs to use the lavatory!
Keep still. Vice President?
Is that?
I'm so sorry. I had a little accident.
Take another step and I'll unleash the PP!
What's taking so long, Kiyoshi? This is going well. I hope she sends me that picture of us together. Her face was like right next to mine.
Come on. You haven't forgotten, and neither have I.
Right.
I'm in a bit of a rush today, so you can thoroughly prove it to me next time. It's time for you to take a leak. I'm going to watch you pee like you watched me. I'll kick things off by peeing on you. I'm going to give you an equal dose of the humiliation you gave me.
Oh, Sir Kiyoshi, I'm sorry for everything I've done.
Masterfully executed, ladies.
Here, let's raise a glass to a boy-free Hachimitsu. Cheers! 2 days and then he's gone. You saw me peeing. You peed on me. And worse, your grody mushroom defiled my forbidden garden! If you saw me pee, now I watch you pee. Better get cracking or this could be a long night.
Bottle and we can get started. That way I can pee in it, and you can watch. Please hold it. Then I can pee.
Why the hell do you need me to hold it?
My left hand rests on my hip for balance. Otherwise, things can get messy. For real. I'm talking whiz spray everywhere.
How come it's my turn to pee on you, genius?
It's her turn to pee on me? Like while I'm going? Simultaneous? Now, you get to watch me pee.
If you wanted to get this over with, right? Then you'd better start peeing.
I can't. It's turned to stone. Right now, I'm too stiff to take a leak, but you go right ahead.
All right. I guess I will. You see me pee, then pee on me, and if—
Vice President, what's happening? I'm terribly sorry, madam. I needed to use the bathroom, but my zipper got stuck, so I tore it off. I guess—
Either it's mentioned, it's referenced, and of course, you know, the two that mainly mentioned there are Hana and Kyoshi, because, you know, Hana's technically a P type of character, because you know she sees somebody pee, like she gets seen. Kyoshi literally watches her pee, and then that turns her into like yo, I need to watch you pee, and then he pees on her, and then you know other shenanigans happen throughout like the whole series, like even to the manga, because you know the manga has a lot of wild moments, and then you know the Medusa, if you know, you know, just saying. But yes, it happens 20 different times, maybe even more, but I counted 20, and it's kind of wild that you see that like in Prison School. But I mean, besides that, like the thing is, Hana and Kyoshi's relationship, those are the two characters I love in this show, because every time these two are together, it's always some wild shit. Like, yes, you have the pee scenes and all that, but it's like they always be on tip. Like, they always are. Of course, like, towards the ending, like, the shit they're on towards the ending, when they both remove their pants and they're both like, oh yeah, you think I'm gonna, like, freak out because of this? And then how they each step up, and they're like, yo, they're going as far as they can. Yes, like, I love those two together, and like, even towards the end I'm gonna talk about it, especially if y'all want me to make a video on the manga, because trust me, I have so many different opinions on the manga. Like, I probably will make a part 2 with the manga. But Kyoshi should have been mainly trying to get after Hana, because one, you saw her kitty cat, and she saw yo thing too, and it's like there's so much going on between y'all that some feelings had to happen. Of course, y'all kiss, and they're tongue kissing, and they're kissing crazy. Yeah. And then the breakout plans are always interesting. The first breakout plan is wild, because you have the shower scene with Gatchet and Kyoshi. Yeah, and then like the one guy, like, he walks on them and sees them, and yeah. This anime is amazing. And then, like, of course, Andre is hilarious, especially in the English dub, because the voice actor, the way they have his voice in the English dub is hilarious. The way he's talking, and the way that man just wants to get beat on by the shadow student vice president, I guess you say the vice president, is so damn funny. Because that man, towards the end, that man basically looked like he was on crack, because the way he was lusting for her, that man was losing his damn mind. And of course you have Joe too. Joe has the ants and all that, and even if we get into the OVA, you know that man tried to go to the stream, because he saw everybody else was getting girls and he wasn't getting nobody at the time, so he was losing his mind until something happens or whatever. But yeah, Prison School is so damn funny. I love Prison School. Prison School is like one of these like comedy, like, I love just like the comedy aspect and even the fan service, because like they mix it together and it's just like so well compared to like other fan service ones where the fan service is like way more the focus topic. Like, yeah, there's at times they will throw stuff in your face, especially any scene with the student council vice president, I guess you say the shadow student council vice president. Anytime you see her, she's most definitely like the main focus of the fan service, but at the same time there adds some funny stuff to it, because stuff happens. Yes, Prison School, it's great. It's a masterpiece, and it's so damn good. But yeah, when it comes to the breakout plan, the reason why it's so interesting is like the first one is interesting because you mainly have them like, because Kyoshi, like, basically he gets a fork, he's trying to break out because he's trying to go to that tournament thing, like that sumo wrestle thing with Chio. And you see Gatchet finds out about it, and they're trying to both help each other out, and they have like all this plan. Then eventually he escapes. And when he escapes, it's very interesting. He goes to the front. He disguises himself as a girl. Even like with Gatchet getting his hair cut off, and like even like going to the extreme length to basically pull down the president's like skirt or whatever, that he could get like his different sentence or whatever. And like you have Kyoshi, he makes it out of there, and he was fine. There was so many times he was almost caught. But the one thing he got caught on was Chio, because Chio, dumbass, had to send it to her family, and then that got his ass caught. And then that's when the Shadow Student Council, they come up with a plan that they're really trying to get all the boys in trouble. They can get them expelled and all that. Even like with the plan they have them expelled, yeah, they be playing them. Because like the one guy with the blonde hair, they play him. They even play Andre. They even play Joe. Because like they're really trying to get their asses out of there. But when it comes to like the final breakout, that was like a really like interesting plan. Especially because you have Gatchet, like he's lost his shit. But at the same time, like they, you know, at first they downloaded that one software already, that when they were doing the arm wrestling with with the vice president, and she was losing her damn mind, like at Andre's like hair on his nipple. Yeah, yes, Prison School is so damn funny, bro. It is. But that breakout plan was interesting, especially because the second one, like when they're talking to Chio and they finally come up with a plan, and then like you see Kyoshi's like, yeah, I'll take one for the team. He goes with Hana, even though him and Hana go through some shit. Like we all know they go through some shit. From them basically, from Hana like cutting like a thing, making it seem like she was gonna cut his meat off because, you know, in the nurse office, they were both like naked under there or whatever. And like, you know, of course they're naked, and there's two boys and girls like that, you know, stuff's gonna shoot up or whatever. And that happens. She kind of has some like, she like blacked out or whatever, and then she remembers. I digress. But Yeah, and like they're in that office, you know, that whole office scene is wild because the way they go, like they keep going to extreme lengths to like up each other to see who will fold first until like they basically don't. And then Hana's like, you know what, fuck it, and she goes straight in and starts kissing him. And then Kyoshi's like, okay, I'm gonna one up you, and he starts like, you're not gonna steal my first real kiss. And like then he like tongue kisses her until like she basically goes crazy and she gives up because like she's defeated at that point. And then Chio eventually goes inside, and then she switches with like Joe and Gatchet, and then we get to the very end where like the girls are all happy, like, oh, y'all finally about to leave or whatever, and they're like, nope, we gotcha. And Gatchet comes into school. Some reason he was in his underwear because, you know, he's like, oh, I didn't want to dirty up Chio's clothes or whatever. But then, like, you know, he's running around the school, all the girls are whooping his ass. And then of course he pulls out the flash drive from a certain place, and then they eventually they clear their names, and that leads into the OVA where the Shadow Student Council is like sent to prison or whatever. They're sent to the prison because that would lead up to like the next arc in the manga. And like also we have like the little thing that with with Joe, when, you know, he's doing that thing to like set up stuff, and then like eventually leads to like Andre having to slip and slide, and even a certain new character that gives us a new trope. Because like I said, you know, the P thing was a kind of trope in this first season, but if we got a second season, we have the character that like Gatchet gets with, like the one girl that like likes Gatchet, like they like each other, whatever. We have the trope with her where she's kind of like the one girl that always just falls, and like her clothes stuff messes up, or she slips and falls. She's one of those clumsy characters, and that would be season 2 if we ever got it. We would see her. But yes, Prison School does deserve a season 2, even though I will say the end of the manga is questionable for some of the stuff that happens. But if we could get another like 12 or 13 episodes, yes, Prison School, we need it, because it would be so funny and out of pocket. The only problem I would kind of have with it is because like the state we are, especially like over here in the States, when it comes to anime being censored, because, you know, Sony owns Crunchyroll and Funimation now, and, you know, they kind of censor stuff now. And like the thing is, like when Prison School came out, it wasn't censored like crazy, like the way stuff was. And I'm just afraid if we got a season 2, they would try to censor shit. But I mean, we can always just get the uncensored version and watch it though. But I'm just saying, I just don't want them to censor shit because, you know, they don't need to. But yeah, Prison School's so damn good. It is. The one thing I do hate is just like the Kyoshi and Chio relationship. Like, I'll talk about this when I get into the manga. Like, if I make a part 2, depending on how this video does, I'll talk about it for part 2. But it's just, their relationship is kind of, it's meh. Like, it's kind of one of them ones where it's like, did they really need to? Like, because I feel like the Hana and Kyoshi relationship is very peak because, like, the shit they go through. Especially when we get to the manga, they go through some shit. Like, in the manga, they really do. Like, but in this first season, they've been through some shit. I'm sorry, they've already seen both of their private parts that they've made out. I'm sorry, that's some shit. I'm like, dog, how do y'all not like each other at this point? But I mean, it's like when we get to the manga, you'll find some more stuff out, and I'll dive into like the Chio and Kyoshi like situation, because that one kind of, it pisses me off, because like there's even another girl that he has maybe a thing with, whatever, we'll say that. But when it comes to this season, the 3 people, I guess you say, I'll not really say, I'll say the people that really get the most shine, I'll say, is one, Kyoshi, Hana, the vice president. I'll say Gatchet gets a lot of like covered time, and then I would say kind of Andre and Joe tied, plus like the one guy that's blonde, I forgot his name. But the one person that really doesn't get as much shine besides like being bad is the Shadow Student Council president. Like, she literally, like, she doesn't get as much shine as like the other characters, because like, yeah, we see her and she's on screen a lot, but she doesn't get the much shine like the vice president does, or Hana, because like, you know, vice president Hana, they're with the boys the majority of the show, and they're always doing some funny stuff with them or some out of pocket stuff, where like the president, she's really not like as much, like she's there, but she's not doing some of the wild stuff. But if we got a season 2, yeah, she'll get way more like shine. Like, she will, because she's showing way more, and she does some wild stuff at times too. But yeah, Prison School is a masterpiece. Prison School is still a masterpiece. Watching it in 2022, it probably will always be a masterpiece. Like I said, it's the perfect blend of comedy and fan service, and they do it the right way. But like I said, the manga most definitely had a because in this first season, you can clearly tell. Like I said, I saw it 20 times. Like, it happened 20 times, and it's pretty wild though. But Prison School's a damn masterpiece, and if you've not seen Prison School, you need to watch it. If you have seen Prison School, let me know how you feel about it in the comments, because I'm curious how other people feel about Prison School, because like I said, it's a masterpiece with that fan service and that comedy. You mix it together, and it's the perfect blend. Unlike other fan service anime where they focus too much on the fan service, this one just gives us the perfect like match, because the comedy at times, I can't lie, the comedy at times is hilarious. And also the The vice president, her torture is so wild. The vice president in general is hella wild because some of the stuff she be doing is so out of pocket though. But yeah, if you're new, why not subscribe? You enjoyed the video, why not like? If you didn't, you could dislike, subscribe, you really enjoyed. But yes, there's a lot of wild stuff in prison school. People will quote unquote try and say it's down bad, but it's not, bro. Dog, you'll be rolling more than like, you'll be laughing like way more than like being concerned about the fan service. Because even when the fan service is there, there's still some funny shit happening. Like there's one point where the vice president's literally doing squats, but there's some other funny shit happening though. But Prison School is still a masterpiece, and it's arguably one of the best like mixtures of like comedy and fan service in all of anime in my opinion though. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video though. Bye.